Hey, how are you all? I will tell you here. I have the acne that I thought it was acne or something. It's actually the animal, the clicks, and they're biting me. The the fake king has one here, and the real king has appeared in my life in the supermarket, and I went like, my mom told me that it was my father, and I immediately reacted like because I think I don't support himself because he doesn't believe in the people of Spain. He believes in himself like most kings do, and in the same time they don't believe in themselves because they don't say what they want to say. um, I don't know a king who says what he thinks, and I think it's time for conversation with politics. And maybe I'm the king of Spain, maybe not. Maybe tomorrow I'm getting married, or a crazy conclusion that will end in a crazy point. Over there is the green thing, like Tiffany's green, is a thing for broken bones. And actually, I have discovered that the reason it cures things is because it's reactive to clicks and they go away. And I place it here and I was able to get some out. But afterwards, I have like a toothache with the and I don't know. I have created lots of stuff. Uh, I have created um, many stuff that it takes forever to release and make. And if I'm gonna be the king of Spain, all my creations will be property of Spanish government and myself property, and Spain will be a prosper country with lots of money if I'm the king of Spain. If I'm not, it will be the same thing because I believe that Spanish people can create the new city that is gonna be the new camera. Everything can be created, and we can be the first country in the world and have power in our lives. The truth is that life is for everyone, and Lena Morgan, who is supposedly my mom, and I don't know if it's true or not, because they showed me a pictures of friends of mine of a woman very young who didn't look like Nina Morgan, but kind of like do. And lots of people have told me about Lena Morgan and blah 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 blah. And my grandma has always told me to see Lena Morgan in TV. And the truth is that I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who is my mom. I know who is my father. My father is um, this guy called King of Spain, and he decided to have an affair with a woman when he had a not sincere relationship with a woman that he tested, or as I like to call it, he called through the moon and calling to earth. He met a Greek woman that was a queen that was the king, and they have lots of conversations about ton of stuff. In my case, I have lots of conversation with my boyfriend. Is one-way conversation. I try to talk to him about what I think, and he doesn't respond to me. He only posts um, something that is like. And with my ex-boyfriend, who I dated for maybe 1 year or two, long time ago, when he was 2012, and he was a teenager. I think it's Marius Bog, the same guy, but I don't know. I have seen old pictures of him. I was like, it's him. But I don't know. I know a picture that there is a guy and he's blonde and he appears in the Queen of Denmark and he has blonde hair and I think he's my boyfriend. And I do believe that is the King of Denmark for a time. And I tried to find it, but the picture doesn't match. And then blah 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 blah. I get crazy controlling everything and not controlling at the same everything and try to find like a secret agent, which I'm not because I don't have memory for for drawing because I have cancer and I get diagnosed when I have architecture and my teacher realized I was losing my ability to draw and my head was getting bigger because I sleep once in the street and since then I have cancer and I lose my hair and blah 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 and I lose ton of weight because the animals eat your blood like always happens when you have these thing. I went to see a movie called um I think is the movie called Da Vinci Code. I think it's this one. I don't know if it's this one or the next one. And I went to see the movie and I enjoyed the movie. And when I came back, the place was closed and I was ringing there and banging the wall. And usually I came from downstairs watching the movie really late and nothing happened, but I was in the building and I had the key of my room, but not the key of the entrance. And I have to sleep in a park for maybe 12 or 11 until 7 in the morning. And this is church who is really nice and really comprehensive of need of people. I moved to another church organization was called um, Don Bosco, and they have other kind of conversation more open about stuff. And I did talk about with the priest, and there were kids who were 16 or so, and they all pretend to be in university even though they were not in university. And and the truth is that I discovered that I wanted to talk with teenagers of the priest and I talked with him about my blog and blah 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 and it established the conversation with them and he told me that I have to go to church. Why don't you become a priest? It's a conversation I have with all the people of the people because I'm a priest and I'm a philosopher, I'm an actor, I'm a journalist, and now I'm a king. But you're not a king until you become a king. And the truth is that I have to become a king, but the princess of Sweden, who is married with a tennis, doesn't say that wants to support being a king, and she has a relationship who is not based on love. He's based on finding a true extension of his personality and talking about things, and they didn't have a meaning afterwards. And I want to have a relationship where he established the conversation, I established the conversation, and we have a dialogue. And he has to believe in me because he doesn't believe in anyone, because he doesn't believe in the media who is controlling everything. I'm the media. I'm not gonna release an interview with people or anything. I'm gonna be the media, and if I become the king of Spain, I will do my own interviews, and I will do like my own dialogues with people, and I will talk with people in English because I don't know how to speak Spanish. And the reason is because Spain has to reach English acceptance, and also because I don't support Spanish organization of politics and Spanish distribution. I believe that Spain has to disappear and we have to become Europe, and no borders in all Spain, not even Catalonia or Catalan or Gallego, only the cities like they do in Ireland. And the truth is that Ireland has reached the independence and Spain not, because they didn't have a dialogue. I think we don't have Spain. It's called Spanish Peninsula or Peninsula Iberica, Iberic Peninsula, and there's gonna be Baleares or a weird name that they're gonna come up with. And what I'm saying is maybe not what they want to do, but it's an idea for politicians to do something. And I established the conversation this way. Maybe I'm a king, maybe not. The truth is that politics has to become an extension of people, not an alienation of people. And that's my point of view. And Lena Morgan do this, and I will do goodbye, my love. I know it's hard to come here. By train, you can come for 100 euros in a half money. I have 100 euros in the bank account. One sum of 70 something, and 149 is for the sofa, and we have to get it to the place, so we have to pay like 29 euros or something like that. And we can have a bed. I think normal beds are more expensive. I haven't checked. We can check together, and we can buy a sofa or whatever we want to buy, and we can have a toilet that already exists, but we can have a shower. We can fix the piping because it's made of plumbian, I believe, and this is why it's getting um, corrosion, because they change the piping from the main weight from aluminium from plumbium to to aluminium to copper, I believe, or maybe it's plastic. I don't think it's plastic. And they have a reaction, and with that reaction, people have issues with schizophrenia. I stopped having my own crisis, and also Coca-Cola produced this crisis because it has a liquid, and I don't know if it's Coca-Cola, the piping, I don't know. Um, or maybe everything, because I think the irritants produce irritation to the animal, and the animal eats more blood and makes a elevation of your body, like a huge thing here. And sometimes it makes like little things with gas, and I had it for a while, and if you don't touch it they get away, but if you have it in your body it's bad. I don't know if you have had the shampoo from dogs, or you have had the 20 plus kilograms treatment that I don't know if it works or not, but I want to have that treatment. Cost 50 euros. I don't know if it will work for me, but they have to put it to all the people in the world, and they have to do it by the piping system because it's a epidemic that is occurring in Spain, and I have cured the epidemic of AIDS by creating a pill that already exists that is gonna cure AIDS. And the truth is that I will release my previous video here that my brother has watched on this computer without my permission, and has told me ton of stuff, and how wonderful is him, and how horrible I am, and how manipulative he is, and how he doesn't represent who I am, and how he wanna provoke me. And my father, who is like a stupid retarded person that doesn't talk with no one and only talk with himself, and doesn't support himself and doesn't support who he is or anything. And I know a flat sounds crazy, and you want to have your place, and you can sell my underwear drawer. I don't want my underwear drawer, and you maybe can win some money. I don't know how money you gonna win for the underwear drawer. We can set a option, and if we make enough money we can sell it, or maybe we can simply sell one machine that I have that I don't use, or whatever. um, I don't know. i think well, I'm the shoe repair of the neighborhood, and if I do have a new profession, all the people are gonna go to the shop telling me, "Oh no, you have to fix my shoes," and I will tell them. And if I don't work at shoe repair, I will have to put an advertisement outside. For the moment, we don't repair shoes with a printer of paper. I'm printed here with the small letters and make it big and put it in the wall, because IKEA has changed the colors again, and this time is because they have watched my video, or maybe not, or maybe I'm making everything up, or maybe everything is crazy, as everything is today. And the truth is that I want to have a life with you, and this video is a serious conversation with you, Marius, because you have walked through the plane and you have appeared in my house to take a coach ride that I didn't talk to you because you were scared of telling me something important, which is I love you or I want to know you. And lots of my boyfriends, for not saying all, they don't want to know me. They simply want to use me, and that's a concept that I don't like. And 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 I will say you goodbye. And I hate these goodbyes so much because I have to not be in your life and say you goodbye forever until I post the next video. And today is very horrible day because I was expecting to get married. This is why I have made 4 videos or whatever. And the truth is that we have watched together TV from the distance, and this computer has in the antenna in the screen that's IM antenna that produce connection with your computer. The way it moves, it shovels the screen. It gets the antenna. If you have the perpendicular or down way, it will get the antenna of you the same perfect position. And if I place it up, you have to place it up. Or if I place it down, you have to place it down. And if you move it around, you have better signal. And is no connection between my computer and you. There is not peripherals between. Is IM connection very big. No sun moon connection like I tried to explain, and it's actually digital, and they connected with analogic and digital. With analogic it makes a weird noise, and with digital it makes less noise. And with more computers in the world and IP connections, people maybe won't need companies for telephone, and we will have a free internet connection. Who knows, maybe it's unrealistic or maybe it's my illusion. But I think the companies of telephone has to disappear because uh, they don't produce anything. They only use your technology. So let's say goodbye, and Apple will release lots of computers and lots of stuff, or IKEA, whatever, it will produce a lot, and we will have an internet connection for free or whatever. um, um, I don't know if IKEA has buy the IM connection or whatever. Maybe I'm an architect more than a king. Who knows? And yeah, I'm shiny, and because I have the light here and I look like a shining thing. If I move around, I have more shines. Usually people place in the TV without showing to the actor the place. And this is why the composition of the angle and everything is not so good as my compositions. And by the way, this is a composition that is wink wink. It's actually the speed. The center is in here, no, in here, and I'm here between the third composition. Is a 3 by 4 composition, and in the perpendicular line. So usually it's the opposite way around. And the other composition is actually also 3/4, which I love a lot. And that's it. So bye.